Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Hello, hi, and welcome to Fact of the Day with me, Lotsu. So today's a really nice, happy topic. Well, hopefully it might help somebody at some point in their life. How to survive a plane crash. So most planes are flying at about 39,000 feet. Everest is about 29,000 feet tall, so it's about 8,000 meters or so. And what this means is there's hardly any oxygen at there. When you get to the top of Everest, you're looking at about 6.9% oxygen in the air. Normally, you're looking at about 21% oxygen in the air. So when you're at that height in a plane, there's hardly any oxygen. That's why the oxygen masks go deploy down and you put them over your face. Two situations. First is if there's an explosion in the plane which takes out a window. If you're sitting in a window seat, you're straight out of the window. The air is being sucked out of there due to decompression at 300 miles per hour. That will rip you and the seatbelt right out of the seat and you're straight out the window. Best place to sit is in an aisle seat because at that point you'll just be like waving your arms going, ah, but the seatbelt will hold you there. If you're in a window seat, seatbelt's not going to hold you, you're straight out. Second is whereabouts on the plane. Now there's a lot of discussion about this and most people argue that it's probably best at the back of the plane. And because it's best at the back of the plane, this is because obviously if it crashes, you've got the impact of the front of the plane to take the brunt of the force and brunt of the damage. And in terms of what position should you hold, we've always been told, like this, crouch down like this. And there are conspiracy theorists that say if you're crouched down like that, then that's the quickest way to break your neck and break your back. So that's why people say that, so you get a quick death. What you really want to do is try and brace yourself against the front seat, brace yourself against the back to prevent any hardcore whiplash from happening. So that's my plane tips. Oh, the other thing is, if you see a plane and there's loads of what looks like smoke coming out of a window, what that is that's because when you get decompression on a plane, it literally sucks all of the air out of the people's bodies, and sucking all the air out of people's bodies means you get all this water vapor which comes out of the hole in the plane. So it looks like smoke, but it's actually water vapor that's coming out of the hole. And if you've got young kids and the oxygen mask comes down, you've got about between 8 and 18 seconds, so about 15 seconds-ish, to get the oxygen mask off before you lose consciousness. So on you before you lose consciousness. What you want to do is put the oxygen mask on you first, then the child. If you put on the child first, you'll go unconscious and then you can't help them if anything happens. Put them on you first, then the child. That's it for me. That's Fact Today. Love you, bye, love you, bye, love you, bye.